from one wonderful Isa to another amazing Isa. Now, she's a multi-talented lady that, well, she basically needs no introduction. Everyone knows her. If you have no idea who she is, well, as they say, Google her. The reason she's on the show, of course, is she's the brightest light in regards to the body beautiful movement. Please help us in welcoming the absolutely stunning and radiant Miss Iza Calzado Winto.
Woo! Oh, hold on. Hello?
Can you hear
Oh
me?
my God! That sounds like Isa's laugh, not Wilson's.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Done. Perfect.
We love you,
Oh,
Isa.
look, Isa, if you
Just
don't want to
feel.
talk to us, it's okay. You don't have to just keep pretending that you know your mic isn't. See, I told you, actress.
So good to see you.
So
My
good to
God.
see
Oh,
you both.
My God.
wow.
You have had a very action and adventure filled pandemic, haven't you, Isa? Grabe.
Good Lord.
Oh, yes, I have.
You
That's what
Oh,
I'll
overachiever,
say.
you.
Sorry?
but
You
Overachiever?
overachiever.
Yeah, I
yeah,
wanted to be ahead of the curve, you know,
yeah, you are
before
killing the
the.
curve.
Oh my God.
But for someone to have come from near death, you look absolutely stunning. So welcome back.
Mm, love you. I love you guys. Thank you. And thank you for sending all that love, all the prayers my way, our way, because Ben was also with
Mm.
Absolutely.
me. But, like, thank you. Thank you so much. Really
You are
appreciate
very,
it.
very
I
welcome.
love
We're
you
so
guys.
glad that you made it through. But tell us, what did you learn from that whole like COVID experience?
That I am only human.
Hmm.
I am not a machine. I think if there's something that I learned, and it's good because I've been listening since I think the second half or latter part of Bianca's interview, and then I heard Doc Isa's interview. So it's great that we are talking about that. So touching a little bit on, I guess, self love and just I think just respecting your body.
Hmm.
I think it to me it just went several notches up. I mean, I think it just like went all the way up there, wherein it a lot of it has to do with respecting the body in which you live in. Therefore, being mindful about the amount of work that you take in, amount of sleep that you get in a day, amount of energy you expend. Like I am guilty that leading to this pandemic, I was, and for years now, but especially the past couple of months, in from January to March, I was just overworked. And then I guess it's just a wear and tear through the years of being in this industry, wherein the hours are really, may I say,
Yeah.
inhumane. But they have been, but they're
Mm.
better, a little better now. But especially in my 20s, and just a few years ago, they can be really tough on the body. And it's funny that it's about self love, but so uh, all the body issues that push you so hard to go to the gym, even when you're tired, they kind of you know they it really made me wake up as to how I've been living, I guess,
Mm.
and making decisions for my life, mind, body, and spirit. So if it's about learning something, I guess it's that it really, it's an awakening as to how I can better live my life, I guess.
Now, just to pivot a little bit, we're talking about self-love, of course, and of which health is a very large part. But
Still
we
here.
know that but we know that you've been a huge proponent of body positivity, um, and very much against any type of body shaming. Now, we know that, and it was mentioned earlier when Bianca was on board, that, and you've been very open as well. You were not always the svelte movie actress, looking type of person your entire life. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
It
Would you like to
took
tell us a
work.
little? Yeah.
Yeah, and it takes a lot. It
Would-
still takes a lot of work. Yes, so the story is that I was obese as a teen, as from grade 2 onwards. I just kept gaining weight, and when I was third year high school, I did what a lot of uneducated teens at that time would do, which was to starve myself, and I lost weight. But that, I think, so from being obese, actually the body image aspect of it, I think, became even more problematic when I had lost the weight. There were, because I think all those years, whatever your size, if you have a body image issue, it's actually a mental health issue, if you think about it, really. Because, you can be thin and think that you're fat. So
Yes.
obviously, that's not a physical thing that you're seeing. It's all here. So there's a lot of work that I have had to go through, not just physical work, but emotional and mental work, really, of like healing and addressing, and it continues on to this day. I guess we're all a work in progress.
Well, in line with that, are there any tips or tricks that you can give to other people that are having a hard time dealing with, the way that their bodies look at the moment? Sorry.
Oh my. Yeah, okay. I hope I give helpful, things that you can arm yourself with. Um, like I said, it's really a question. I think it's a question of self-worth, of like,
Mm,
self-love. So I guess there must have been something that you. A lot of it goes back to childhood or teenage years, that maybe we need to do some work regarding healing something.
mm,
If you kind of need to face that. Um,
yeah.
uh, Bianca, was it Bianca who said, like, going with there's no light if there's no darkness. It's about accountability. She said that earlier. And
Yes.
you have all these things that we go through, so many things in life, and I think we have to address that issue deep down inside of us. It takes a lot of inner work. It um self-awareness and inner work to understand and acknowledge first that there probably is an underlying factor that's causing either your weight gain or your your body image,
Mm,
your dysmorphia. I don't know, whatever you may label it to be, but
mm,
there is something that's causing that that is deeper than just your eating habits, that is deeper than
yeah.
just your habits and your lifestyle. So I think you have to address that. And I mean, I can't tell you this is your problem. Like, that's for you to really um, acknowledge and address.
That's a very good point. I I I came to a point like a couple of years ago where I I found that I kept chasing. Like once you hit a goal, you'd go for the like, okay, I need to go for the next one. I need to keep climbing, keep climbing. And it was a never-ending sort of a race. And then at one point I finally got around to stopping and thinking. I was like, okay, think back like 5 years or 10 years ago. What were your goals then? Have you achieved them? Absolutely, I've surpassed them. So why aren't you happy? Why don't you just, why don't you sit back for a second and just appreciate everything that you have accomplished? You've accomplished all of the goals that you set for yourself. So enjoy it. So now is the time to appreciate it, to acknowledge it, and enjoy it. You don't have to keep climbing because that is a never-ending journey. You will never, there is no top to that. There is always going to be another one after that, another one after that. And we, when you realize that, then you realize, okay, I don't need to keep doing this. And now I can focus on appreciating what I have, whether it be, a material thing, whether it be a physical thing. And then you can focus more on yourself. It's like, okay, well, now I can focus on my own mental well-being and improve me because I've achieved what I'd set out to achieve. I don't need to just keep going for the sake of keeping going to prove like a certain level of success or whatever. And I think once you can acknowledge that, and then as you're saying, the affirmations, like the idea of like getting up in the morning and writing like 5 things you're thankful for. It's such a nice personal reminder to yourself that because it's so easy to forget. It's like it could be like, oh, I appreciate this beautiful morning, or I appreciate that I have family and friends that love me. You know, I appreciate that, my cat snuggled up to me last night. All the little things, but they will remind you that life, about of the good things that happen in your life, because so often it's easy to dwell on the negative without remembering what the good is.
Mark, you you are lucky that you had that realization, even if you didn't have a brush with your mortality. So this is something that I guess I've always known, and I was already journaling even before getting COVID. But in the hospital, that was one of the moments there. I remember being so weak and thinking, oh, so ano ngayon? That was it. So what now? So what was all that? It's good to stay hungry, and to want, to stay motivated. That's a great thing. But and then you just, at that moment, what was all that for? If you're just gonna lose it just like that because you push yourself too hard as well. So yeah, then it took that for me to actually, I guess, have that awakening,
That epiphany.
that epiphany at that point. Yeah. Being grateful for just being alive and just your breath in itself. You said chi, like that's your life force is your breath. So just
Yeah.
being grateful for that blessing is huge. So it was such, I guess, what a great reminder for anyone, I guess, to be grateful for the gift of breath, for the gift of life.
How are we as a society doing with the body positivity? I mean, is it a safe space for people who lack self-confidence? Is it easier to come out now than before? What's your take on that?
Honestly, I'm ashamed to say this because I don't know. I'm still there, but my focus hasn't been like being. I just felt that, oh, people are probably there. Maybe I'm thinking that. I just noticed that people don't comment so much on my appearance, but I haven't also been posting as much. But I think it's just there. But I think there are people who are more aware now, people who have more courage, and people who call out people who shame others. There's more about, there's also call out culture
Yes.
now, which is sometimes good, sometimes bad. Diba? Parang, I don't want to bring this, but there are still a lot of people who shame celebrities. That's what I'll say. There was I don't want to.
There's a
I don't want to
recent
bring it
issue.
up, but there was an
Yeah.
issue just recently about a
An
very
incredible woman.
an incredible woman who was doing incredible things, and of course they had to reduce her to the size of her body, which has nothing to do with the size of her heart. And to me, that is just heartbreaking. Because to me, this woman symbolizes strength, and to me, she is sexy in my eyes, because you define what's sexy to you, diba? So it's still there, but I think now you can just simply make a stand. And in the same way, I just said enough before, like, I had to do that for myself, because there's always fear of what other people will say, and it exists. And that's a valid, that's a valid thing in your head. But the minute that you actually parang, okay, I know you both don't really speak Tagalog, pero pinangunahan mo sila, parang I basically dropped the, okay, I'm big, I have stretch marks, I have loose skin, what else do you have to say about me that I haven't said to myself? Right? Diba? Parang ganun eh. It's like, come on, bring it.
Yeah.
Diba? I wrote an article and before for Metro, and I said that, like, the things that people have said about me or will say about me, they're probably things I've already said to myself. So what am I, diba? Unahan ko na, parang, guys, this is me. And there was so much, I don't know, it's just, the minute I did this whole body love, could be body neutrality, I guess, but body, just acceptance of where I'm at, and just going beyond what my body looks like on a day-to-day basis. But there was a lot of freedom there, I guess, that happened, like just being me and not minding the haters or the comments as much. But I'm a very honest person. I think I try to be as honest as I can be, even with my own thoughts and feelings. I have to say that I still think about, which angle would be better? Like, in which angle would I look better? And, I still think about, if you tell me now that, okay, I'll give you a solution. We can take away this loose skin here and do this here. And, like, maybe your stretch marks will be lightened. And I might be like, why? Maybe I'll try it. But I'm already at a point wherein if it doesn't happen, I'm okay with it. I'm actually okay with it. Like, before, I wouldn't even wear sleeveless. Ganyan. So now I'm like, Deadma. Before, I would cover everything up with body makeup. Now I tell magazines, please don't edit my stretch marks out.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it.
And if they do, if they do, I also won't tell them. I won't go to social media and say, hey, you, why did you erase my stretch marks? I mean, I'm not going to, I will choose my
Not going to
battles.
stress about it.
I'm not going to stress about it. If that's what they wanted to do, okay, maybe the light was actually the one that filtered it. Because sometimes when it's strong light, it erases the scars or whatever, stretch marks. Whatever it is, parang, okay, kanina lang. It's so funny because kanina, I had a workout, and then my trainer, we did this video, and then at the end of the video, because I was actually wearing a bra, which is like very new to me, like a sports bra. Normally I wear like a t-shirt, but it's so hot here in my home because we don't turn on the air conditioning. So I just like, I don't care, I'm gonna just wear a bra. So he was recording it. And then I said at the end of the video, flabs were like hanging out, some loose skin here and there. And I said, maybe we should edit that. This is me. I said, 'cause, people might see that and they just don't want that. And then I pulled myself back a bit and said, who the hell cares? Like, diba? Parang, and so what? So what if they say that? Sorry, but this is who I am. I make no apologies. I have worked hard to get to where I am. And if you can't see that, then that's not my problem. Diba? And then that's okay. That's okay. Yeah.
You mentioned, thank you, Rika. Now, you mentioned Ben, and you mentioned working a lot more. Well, unfortunately, Ben has been working a lot, and this, but he feels bad, he feels really bad, Issa, that you don't see that he's working hard for both of you. Of course, on his Bookie app, that's what's keeping him most busy. He asked me to make something for you, and I'd like to present you with this message from your husband, Ben.
Iza, It's me, Ben. I know, I've been bad. To dinner, I've been late, which you hate. I understand when you get irate. Cold plate out the gate, adobo grease is now in a jelly-like state. But the most unforgivable crime is I made you wait. Truth is, I'm not sleeping enough. I'm staying up late. It's not Tiger King, Ozarks, Pornhub, or a Quick Master. I'm up working. It's legit. It's all bookie, as you can see. Baby, I'm working hard so I can retire at 43. You say I'm a bajo because I'm too busy to shower, but when was the last time a man with power smelled like potpourri and flowers? Not Bill Gates, not Steve Jobs. They probably all smell like tweed, success, and dust. But then there's me, Ben Wintle, a sexier Elon Musk. So Iza, baby, please don't be mad. Here, looky, to run bookie, you can't be no rookie. Please be patient and trust him, said your fortune cookie. You're my queen, you're my wife, I'm LinkedIn, you're spice, I'm bookie, you're nice. You're the ulam, I'm the rice. Your Instagram, I like all your posts, twice. I'm so glad I find her. For you, I deleted my grinder. I've given up all my toys, even my Prado, cause I love being called Mr. Ben Calzado.
Oh my God, that's so good.
I love that.
Fernandez for fan love. Yes. Oh,
Ben
my
says sorry.
bro, that is so good. How long did that take you? I mean, seriously, dude.
Oh, it was. I don't know, maybe a couple hours, but you guys have so much ammunition, so it was kind of easy to like write down.
A couple of hours? Are you kidding me?
It was fun. It was super fun. Super
Come
fun.
here.
I loved it.
I'm like, shall we call in the shirtless Ben?
Oh,
is he there? Can he say hi? Can he say hi to us? Is he there?
Hey,
No?
Ben, they're asking you if you can say hi. He is
All right.
shirtless, guys, but who
Is he?
cares?
Oh,
No,
excellent.
nobody, Wilson, nobody shaming, nobody shaming.
Nobody shaming. Nobody.
Hey, the last time I saw Ben, he was shirtless at his wedding. So I mean, why not?
Oh,
why
that's
can't I see
right.
him again?
He's
Jeez.
like all my Zoom meetings, he'd just pass by, no shirt. And actually, I have friends that say, "Is Ben gonna be there? Is he gonna be shirtless again?"
All right. Well, we
you're
don't need
online. You're online. Like this is a live stream. He's like, "How many people are gonna watch?" Just pop your head here, just behind me. So you're just like semi-ish. He's actually shirtless.
Papa,
Mark
how about a
Nelson.
thigh? Just pop a
Right.
thigh.
Oh, there he is. Woo!
Screen cap that. We need to screenshot that.
I brought a basahan to be decent. I brought a basahan.
Oh, very, very nice.
Wow.
Is this how you do the? Is this how you do the cleaning around the house and the rest of your chores?
Yes,
She has you trained
that's
well.
him 24/7. He's not allowed to put on his shirt. Like, but that's Ben.
I love the way you objectify your husband. It's beautiful.
I know. Here's feminism.
She's the only one that objectifies me.
It's his
Oh,
fault.
it's
He's
okay,
not
Ben. We
shirtless,
objectify you
not
too.
me.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
the only ego hit I get these days, man. So
Oh,
it's going to be hard. I was saying to a few friends today, people, we're getting anxious about going into lockdown, but I think there's going to be more anxiety coming out of lockdown and having to start wearing underwear and put on t-shirts. Like, I'm not going to be able to deal. I can't do it. I tried to put on underwear the other day, and like immediately my cortisol level was like, I could feel like the nerve on the side of my head twitching. I can't do it.
This is such perfect topic, by the way, from Mark Nelson's twice a week coffee enema to like not wearing underwear. It's just perfect. This episode is the best, I think.
We also forced 3 women tonight to wear bras, so we're sorry about that, but that's the show we operate
true.
here.
It's
Sorry.
true. I did have to wear a bra for this, and my husband's shirtless. I mean, where's Justin?
yeah. Well,
We need new friends.
He believes in free the nip.
That he does.
Brown nipples matter.
Okay.
Are there any nipples that are not
All right.
brown? Aren't all nipples brown?
I love this.
No, There are pink ones.
Yeah,
Like
there are pink
there
ones.
there are different shades of brown, I guess, and there's like
That's right.
darker, and then there's like lighter, almost to pink, I guess.
What color is
Yeah.
a black man's nipple?
Excuse me, I don't know. I Google it. I think
They matter
brown,
too.
brown. Yes, of
Nat-
course they
naturally
matter.
darker.
Of course they matter.
No, it's a reasonable question. Like, I have a lot of black friends. I can't picture them.
I can't picture other people's nipples at the moment. Full stop.
Pink or brown?
I think naturally darker.
We're live, Ben.
Yeah. Google that. I'm gonna go Google that. Okay, two.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Thanks.
Bookie CEO
Bookie CEO.
walks out and wants to Google other people's nipples. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's my husband, Ben Mitchell of Bookie app.
Now we know why you married him.
For his nipples.
For his
Okay, and on-
curiosity.
For his curiosity, he's a very curious man. But on that note, Iza, we want to thank you so much for coming on the show. You've made this so much fun. We really appreciate you taking the time out,
Thank you.
especially knowing how much you now value that time so much more. So yeah, we appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts, and we look forward to seeing both you and Ben in person one of these days when it's safe to do so.
Yes, and hug each other when it's safe to do so. I love you both. And sorry,
We
because
love
I
you.
know this is an episode on body love. I'll share something that I thought of when
Yes.
I was in the hospital.
Of course.
Please do.
There is oh my god, I can't remember what the account is. But it's Lindsay. They're twins, and I follow them on Instagram. I can't look at my Instagram right now.
Yeah.
But they're one of the Instagram accounts that really helped me with my journey. So I was saying, like, be careful. I mean, be conscious about who you follow on social media. And Lindsay Kite or something, I forget. But anyway, they would say that something about celebrating our bodies because they are not as ornaments, but as instruments. So, seeing your body as instruments rather than ornaments instead of the physical. Celebrate it for the work that it does for you,
What it's
how it
capable of
works.
doing.
So, yeah. So what it's capable of doing. Exactly. And so, one of my epiphanies in the hospital was that, I talked about this in some of my body love talks. I've posted about this and I've subscribed to that, and I try to go back to that whenever I feel like I'm, so focused on the aesthetic part of it. But it took on a different level when I was in the hospital and I was talking to my lungs and asking it, really almost pleading for my lungs to work. So, when you focus on that, on the body, each and every part of your body is working for you. And when you think about that and you value what your body does for you and what you can do with your body, then perhaps you will spend less time and energy focusing on the way it looks. Yun lang.
Phenomenal insight.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope that made sense, but that's how it was with me, and it brought it to a whole new level of understanding. Yeah, that your body functions for you. So instead of it just being a physical thing, aesthetic thing, it's a functional thing. Yeah, and it does miracles for you, really.
It does do miracles.
Well, we're very, very glad that it did the miracle of keeping you here with us for many more years to come.
Thank you. Thank you both.
Thank you for your time, Iza.
Thank you. I thought I was gonna stay for Dax.
You want to stay for one?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. Yay!
Let's go.
Sorry,
All right,
our production
ladies
said, she can't stay. No, great, you're staying. Awesome.
I love you both. Of course, I'm here. I did say I'll stay for a bit, just not for the entire thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, of course
We'll
not.
let you do the
Yes.
first one.
We'll do.
All right,
what,
all right.
What is it? Where's that? And this is awesome.
This is our greatest segment. It of course is called "We Need New Friends," and he coming up is our resident culture instructor and gay universe guide. Please welcome the always fabulous Dax Carnay for Beki 101.
Iza, you're such an inspiration. Like you are such an icon in the rainbow community. Like being
Happy
a
Pride!
teenager and watching you in the most famous fantaseria on the Philippines, and I was like, oh my god, I want to be like her. And then you like when you were like sick and you look so vulnerable and showing everyone that no matter how high you are or highly regarded that you are can still be vulnerable and share yourself and tell everyone that everybody's human. That was just like I literally cried seeing your video. I was like, oh my god, if she can do it, everybody can do it. Like I love you so much. Oh, hey, Mark and Rovi, you're there too. Yeah, hello.
I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Why
and you know what?
Number
Dax,
one or
Their
number
show.
two?
let me just say this for a bit. It's so amazing that you're doing it.
Love
You're
you,
doing a
Dax.
wellness episode because some people might think that taking care of yourself or taking care of your mental health or taking care of your own wellness is such a selfish thing to do. It's not true, guys. Like taking care of yourself is like if nobody can, you cannot help anybody. You cannot be somebody's guide if you are dead. You always have to save yourself first before you can save somebody else. That's why in an airplane, they always tell you like if the masks fall down, put it on yourself first before you try to help anyone else.
Yeah.
Always, it's not selfish to think about your own well-being. Your own well-being is always a priority because if you cannot take care of yourself, how can you take care of somebody else? You cannot give something that you do not have. So always take care of yourselves, guys. All right. Now I'm done being insightful. I promise the producers I'm going to be insightful because I am really drunk right now. You made me wait for an hour and a half, you little son of a bitch.
Did
Except
you
for
learn last time we had you on the show?
I love you so much. You're like
I
love
love you.
All right, I'm drinking.
Yeah.
So, yep.
We're so
let's get
sorry,
out of
Dax.
This is Iza. So this is a segment called Beki 101, wherein I have this fools understand and read gay sentences, and they try to figure out what it means. Since you are here and you're such an amazing actress, and I am a thespian myself.
Oh,
Not-
of course
Oh,
you are, without
yeah,
a doubt.
Wait, I thought you were
I came
gay.
out with like 2 movies.
Oh,
You haven't
thespian.
heard of them, but I came out in 2 movies. So I hope that Miss Iza can read this to us in full emotion and like let's make Miss Iza do one. Like make her read
Yes.
full emotion, and then I'm gonna react like in like a teleseries, like you know, like they do in teleseries, like I'm gonna be
Okay,
react.
FYI, I haven't read this to the
It's
viewers,
fine. It's
to
fine.
those
You're
listening.
amazing.
No,
You're way better
what
than
I'm
this.
saying is this is not
people.
rehearsed. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
all right.
no.
Let's do the first one.
Neither is our show.
Okay.
All right.
Ay.
Let's go, Miss Iza. Talk to me,
You
talk to
have
me.
to say it first.
Talk to me. Like it's me.
Dax.
Oh,
Dax.
oh,
Mahalia Fuentes, Itenching Kyormet.
hey.
Why na si Watsmin na ukani?
Oh my God. She said it perfectly. by the way. She
I
said
have
it
no idea what she said, but it's yeah.
perfectly, in perfect intonation, in perfect context too. Like even Wai, she said it perfectly. Miss Iza, could you indulge us and do it again? So this for the benefit of these 2 fools.
Okay.
Right.
Dax.
Oh, ano ba yun?
Mahalia Tito, pakinggan mo, sis. Oh. Mahalia Fuentes, Itenching Kyormet.
Ay.
Why na si Watsmin na ukani?
True. Wait. Ay.
Wait na, mems.
True. Wait, sis.
Wait na.
All right. Miss Iza, that was amazing. Do you want to hear these 2 straight guys say it?
Yes, please.
Close your mouth. Close your mouth.
Listen.
I'm clearly not going after an award-winning actress. Mark, you
can
first.
you say that? You had a Freudian slip there.
I'm clearly not going after an Academy Award-winning actress. Mark, you go first.
Go, Mark.
Sige.
Oh my God, Isa said it so perfectly. So perfectly. Anyway, go ahead, Mark.
Mahalia Fuentes, itching Kiorme. Wai, nasa wit at least na Okane.
You are the grossest bading in the world of gross badings, Mark.
All right, you Fernandez, say it.
All right. Dax, Mahalia Fuentes, itching Kiormet. Wai nasi watsimi na Okane.
A much more convincing.
That's
was
right.
Better.
That was way better than
Meant to do his steak.
So what? Translate this. Iza, can you translate this? Do you know exactly what it's saying?
I don't know if it's going to be super correct, but so mahal na yung that thing, that Kiormet, like some kind of thing.
Okay.
Wala na
Is
akong pera.
expensive?
No, it's expensive. That thing is expensive. Wala na akong pera. Wala na akong pambayad. Wala na Okani na des.
Oh my God!
What? She got it?
She got. I did not expect her to get it, but she did. The second sentence was completely correct. The first sentence was half correct. The only thing she didn't get was Kiormet. Okay.
What's it, Kiormet? Okay, educate me, please.
Let's break it down. Mahalia Fuentes. Fuentes.
Mahal.
Expensive. Itenching. Ito. This. Kiormet. Damit. Clothes. Wai. Wala. None. What's me? Watashi. Me. Okane is, Miss Iza, could you educate them? What's Okane?
Okane in Japanese is money.
Money.
Yeah.
Galing mo, Iza.
Wow.
I love Miss Iza.
I'm really vexed. I think in my past life, I was really vexed.
Oh my God. I love her.
I can do this with you guys.
Do it. Go.
Two more.
One more before she changes her mind.
I'm choosing to spend this time with you guys because I love you all and I love my Beki friends and Beki culture.
Oh, here. And this is a great way to wrap up our last episode for Pride Month.
Okay.
Next one.
Yes. Okay. Next one. Go first, Iza.
Talk to me.
Okay,
Mars. Oh my God, I'm panicking.
Mars. Saan na yung Kitaykes? Ringsong mo nga, Mars.
Sige, teka lang. Oh. One more time. Take two, safety. Safety po, Miss Isa. Safety, one more time. Ay, naku.
Dax.
Dax.
Saan na yung Kitaykes? Ringsong mo nga, Mars.
Ay, teka lang. Context. Could you read it, Fernandez? Read it. With the same intensity.
Okay, let's go. Dax!
Ano yun?
Kitaykes? Ringsong mo nga Mars?
Sige.
That's what sold it.
Pretty much. You, Nelson. Okay. Go for it, Nelson.
Oh, sige.
Mimi.
Oh, Dax.
Yes. Oh.
Saan yung Kitaykes? Ringsong mo nga Mars?
Oh, teka lang. A clue. What did I just do?
Boy.
Clue.
You picked up a phone.
That's a clue.
Okay, I'm gonna just take a wild stab in the dark here and just say it's got something to do with, hey Dax, calm down, don't get your knickers in a twist. You're getting a call from your crush?
Ooh.
No.
Sorry, Mark.
Damn it.
No.
Sanshi miyong Kitaykes. Sanchi yung kitay kes. Oh my gosh, I'm not getting anything from that first sentence. But the second sentence, ring song mga Mars, ring song mga Mars. The phone is ringing, pick it up. That's what I think the second half is. So with context, Sanchi na yung kitay kes. Your crush is calling, pick it up. Mark, is that what you just said, Mark? Your
Close
crush is
enough.
calling, pick up pick up the phone. No. Did I get it? No.
Close.
My
Miss
close-
Iza.
Calm down.
Miss Iza.
Okay, Issa, go.
So hindi ako ganun ka-clear dun sa first lang. Hindi ko alam yung kitay kes.
Okay, go.
Sanchi as in Sanchi ni yung kitay kes. Parang ring song mo nga Mars, paki-ring mo nga. Parang asaan? Nasanchi, di ba? Asanchi. Nasanchi ni yung hindi ko alam yung kitay kes. Parang, is it my phone? Parang, yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Bakit
All right.
kitay kes?
Say it again.
Sanchi is saan? Where is
No.
it? Sanchi.
Nasaan
Ni
na?
Ni is Sanchi na. Sanchi ni. Yung ketay is Japanese for cell phone. Ketay is Japanese for cell phone. Kez is mine. Kez is
Why is there so much Japanese in Beki language?
You're half Japanese, Mark. You should know this. Anyway, ring
No, I'm
song.
not.
Are you not?
He's not.
No, half Chinese.
All right.
For me.
Ring song.
English.
Ring song is to ring. Ring. Mo nga, like, would you ring it? Mars is like, bro. So, where is my phone? Could you ring it, bro?
What? That's
Yes.
it?
I knew it was that. Pero hindi ketay is for
That is
phone.
for cell phone.
Oh,
Wow.
galing mo, Isa. Isa, galing mo talaga. All right, let's get the third.
Beth,
I
Love
dreamed
it.
of doing a
Dax,
scene with
may I
Iza Calzado.
have a question.
Yes.
Okay. But they might be wondering why are all these, like, you know, if someone's tuning in and they're not familiar with Beki, diba? Beki lingo.
Oh.
Baka sabihin nila, why is there so many Japanese, why are Japanese terms
Okay.
involved?
All right.
Ako, I will have an answer. Can
I
try
also
to
do have an
try?
answer.
I'm sure you have an answer. Dapat meron ang answer. Pero pwede,
you
can
give
I
your answer, Miss
try?
Iza?
Can I see? Can I check why? I mean, can
Yeah,
I
go for
try?
it. Go for it.
Well, marami tayo kasing mga kababayan that went to Japan as Filipino entertainers. And as a matter of fact, that was our business when I was growing up. My father had a promotion agency that sent quote-unquote Japayukis to Japan, Filipino entertainers. And a lot of them are gay. And that's why I'm so gay, because I grew up with them.
That is so
That's
true.
really my reality.
No,
was
seriously,
being in
that
a-
is so true.
Yeah.
Back in the late 80s, that's true. Like back in the late
80s and 90s.
early 90s to the full 90s, a lot of Japanese performers who were sent to Japan were either transgenders or gay people who perform as singers, dancers, or stuff like that. So this got integrated into the language of how they talk. That's why you have Pakane, you have Keta, you have Lapad, which is referring to their
Money.
money. So there's a lot. Watashiwa, wata, hanashi, which is saying, because that was what most transgendered and gay people were doing during that time. So if you're going to look at the semantic of things, it's really a reflection of the culture where it came from, also what was going on in terms of the rainbow community during that time. So this is what I always say, that language is a very, very, very vital representation of the current struggles of that generation.
Yes.
So it's a representation of how they say things, how they refer things, what are the popular culture references that they have, because that was what the culture that they were in. So to be honest, the rainbow community are very smart to be able to develop this kind of language within a very marginalized, oppressed time wherein they cannot even be themselves and be able to represent, speak, and even promote. And now we are doing it ourselves. Is such a feat of how tenacious and strong this community is. So
Mabuhay.
True. Miss Iza is a gay icon. You have no idea, you guys. Amihan? Oh
No,
God.
She,
she's an icon to everyone.
And I
she's
love
well
it.
loved by everyone.
I love it.
She's
That's
well.
probably like if I could put it, I am a gay. That's one of my
Bitch.
dreams. From
All right, let's go to the next before Miss Iza Calzado changes her mind.
All right, okay, we've got one more.
This is the final one. All right. Oh God.
All right.
Dax.
Oh my God! Wait. Premise setting. We're talking about Mark Nelson's new young girl.
Bilat.
Yeah, young girl Bilat.
Ay, ganda ka! Hindi No. This is a different one. No, I'm not gonna
A young
say
date.
Dax?
Oh my God, Miss Iza, ano ba yan?
Chararot, ni ating froglet, ha?
Ooh.
Nash?
May second sentence. Ano yung second sentence?
Nasabi ko na.
Ano sabi mo?
Oh.
Sorry, take two safety. Kasalanan ko po direct. Sorry po, one more time.
Nomo ka kasi dyan, te.
Tulat. Ang tagal kasi, girl! Super pure, girl! Scoop!
Okay.
Oh, one more time.
Dax.
Internalize.
Uy.
Isa, ano to?
Chararat, ni ating froglet, ha? Ang daming hanas.
True. Oh my God. Okay. Nelson, could you say it?
Okay. Dax, charat hey ni ating froglet.
Ay.
Ang daming hanash.
Ay, kind of there. What's kind of there? Close. All right, Fernandez.
Mark, thank God you're straight. You are the worst bading in the history of worst badings. All right, here we go. Dax, play this with me.
Oh,
play with me, Rack.
Okay.
And action.
All right. Reveal soon, yes.
Charara ni ating froglet. Ang daming hanash. Grabe. And cut.
Good scene. Back up. Call time.
One take.
It's a wrap.
All right. Nelson,
what is it?
First. No,
Nelson, translate first, Nelson. Go.
Chararat hey ni ating froglet.
As a WWF ambassador.
Dude.
I know. It's got something to do with frogs. Charara, hey, they're frog. Ang daming hanash. I have nothing. Something about someone's frog, and they have lots of hanash, whatever that is. I think that's something people smoke in Amsterdam.
No!
Hanash, right? Hanash?
Tree!
All right. Here we go. This is my breakdown of it. Chararat is a bastardization of charing, so it's like charing hey ni ating froglet. Froglet is like parang boylet, but an ugly boylet, so it's a froglet. So it's like, hey, my boy got a nice little boylet, medyo ugly though. He has a lot of like hanash, and hanash might be a negative thing. So parang hanash, daming acne or something. So hey, my girl got a new boylet, medyo pangit, pero daming acne or something like that. Did I get it?
No, but I love that explanation.
Close. But the logic is there. Miss Iza.
I'm trying to go with logic. Okay, go Iza.
Miss Iza.
Parang chararat, as in pangit, di ba? Ang pangit.
That's right.
Ni ating froglet, ni ate. Hindi ko alam if the froglet means like she's young, pero itong si froglet, itong ate.
Mm-hmm.
And ang daming hanash, ang daming niyang sinasabi.
Completely correct. She got it 100% right. Chararat, chararat is from the word chaka, which means pangit.
Yeah.
Hey is just to make it a bit more confusing. Ate is the girl. Froglet is like a girl you don't like. Like, oh my god, Froglet. So
it's just sarang from.
it's like there's an ugly girl that I don't like. Ang daming hanash, ang dami word from the word madami. Ang dami, madami. Hanash is from the Japanese word hanashi, which is to talk. So she's saying such a lot of things. So there's an ugly girl. Oh my god, this ugly girl is saying a lot of things.
I love it.
Do we have more, or is it the last one?
No, I think that was it. Sadly, we have to wrap our favorite little
almost
froglet.
Hours.
How many hours is this? Oh my god!
All right. Before we wrap up, let me just promote something. So this Saturday is the Metro Manila Pride online event. It's going to be online. It's going to be starting from 6 p.m. 4 p.m. to like 8 p.m. I'll be hosting the main program. I hope you can watch.
Wow.
Yes. And I know it's not the best time to be in this country right now. A lot of people are fighting for a lot of stuff. And it doesn't mean that we cannot band together and fight for what is just, what is right, and what is equal. Like the rainbow community are still people. We are fighting for visibility, recognition, and equality. I understand that we cannot be physically together right now, but at least we are all safe at home and we can be equally visible and equally as strong by being banded together online. So if you love and support the rainbow community, please join the online march. It's gonna be on the Saturday, this 27th, and I really hope to see everyone there.
Where?
How do you do that?
Where do we tune in?
Just follow at Pride at Instagram, or just follow Metro Manila Pride at Facebook. I'm so happy I'm saying this straight because I am so drunk.
And Dax is going to keep drinking until Saturday, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so I'll try my best to be there.
Yes, please, just watch it. Hear the people. Like, I mean, there's so many issues going on right now in the country, and a lot of gay people really feel that should I even forward my own issues, because there's a lot of things going on. You have the pandemic, you have like social issues and political issues. Is my issue important? What I'm gonna say is that yes, your issue is important. Your visibility, validity, and presence is important. You have to be recognized because again, the society has to move as one. You cannot move just a specific community forward. Everyone has to move together, and all our concerns and all our issues and all our injustices all have to move forward together. And showing solidarity doesn't just mean being vocal about it or just posting about it, but just being there, being present, getting educated, and educating people about what it needs to be done and what people need to know. So there. Thank you,
baby.
Thank you so much, everyone, for having me here like twice for the Pride Month. I know I've been fucking around a lot, but again, the LGBTQIA+ issues are very real, and although as much as I am funny, the issues that we face are not. They are not funny. But
okay, so ladies and gentlemen, please make sure that you tune in at 4 o'clock, at MM Pride on Saturday. Dax will be hosting that. Dax, thank you so much. You are our favorite little froglet.
Thank you, Dax. I love you. Thank you, guys. If I may just promote everybody to,
yes,
it's not even about me, but it's about this half-naked man who's on the couch. Please download Beki app. See,
I do.
He works so hard. He doesn't even want to put on his shirt anymore. He's so tired.
Yes.
Yeah,
oh my God, you say your husband is so hot. I'm sorry, did I say that?
Thank you, Isa, as well. Thank you so much for being a trooper and hanging out with us past the allotted time. We know how extremely busy you are. You know, and you
We-
are living your best life, and you are so brave and courageous, and we applaud you and support you 100%. And hey, the gay community, you're now their new queen, but I think everyone knew that already. So, Isa, thank you so much. Ben, we love you. Put some clothes on. We love you as well. Dax, you know, we bring you on for the good times, but we also bring you on because you're very passionate about your advocacy for the LGBT community, and you're a wonderful leader as well. So thank you both.
Thank you.
Maraming salamat
Yes,
po.
give me my own show. Sorry, what?
Thank you.
Yes,
Love
Dax
and
deserves a
light.
show.
Thank you.
Good night, guys. Thank you. Love you.
Now, Mr. Fernandez, next episode, as we wrap up, is a very special one.
It certainly is. Now, a good majority of you have been with us since the beginning, and you know our brand very much. And we wanted to bring it back to the forefront because, well, we love reminiscing on this show, and we love talking about the good times. And as Doc Issa said, it's all about the memories. And some of our greatest memories happened on the Amazing Race Asia Season 2. And we are going to have a stupendous show. We've reached out to some of our friends. We're going to leave it a bit of a surprise, but you are going to see some familiar faces, and yeah, we're going to have just a fantastic time as you've experienced tonight. We're just going to make it really, really fun. It's going to be an amazing race experience for you guys on our next episode. With that being said, I hope that you guys are already catching up. There are Amazing Race Season 2 episodes available on YouTube. I think it's up to episode 6. So do what you can if you want to finish it to download or what have you, the other remaining episodes. But it is a phenomenal season, not just because we're on it, but it really is. It's an award-winning season. And Mark, what do you got to say about it?
Yeah, guys, if you haven't watched it in a while, we highly recommend you go back and start watching it. If you have never watched it, then we highly recommend you go and watch it. And yeah, we've got all sorts of surprises and guests. It's going to be all sorts of fun. It's not called The Amazing Race for nothing. It is a truly amazing experience, just like the show is going to be next week. This is going to be our season ender. We're going to make it count. So, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, thank you so much for joining us for 3 hours tonight. And we always have a very, very special place in our hearts for you guys who we call our new friends because, well, you know what they say, right, Mr. Fernandez?
We need new friends.
New friends.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you next week.